can stun him.
Get out of here! You can't stop me!
This will not end well for you.
What's their hair on fire?
Yeah, it works like Mass Effect. If a companion goes down, spirit resistance. If a companion goes down, you still can
Of course.
continue to fight. It does not work in Mass Effect, like in the case you die. If you die, the game doesn't end. Let's say I get knocked down, that's how they call it in this game. If I get knocked down, the game doesn't end. In Mass Effect, if Shepard dies, then it's game over, isn't it? Got all this blood. This is only apprentices. Yeah, it's a party wipe scenario.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom. So fragile. So easy just to be rid of it. To end its hold over me. And I am free.
The sooner I want of you, the better.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
Alright, I know what's going to happen, so... I'm going to take back my shit. I won't let him go naked. Let's give him one of these. Let them go naked. Okay, doesn't matter. Now it has to be a whole party. Has to be a whole party. Yeah, I think there are no more enemies. Pretty sure of that.
We did it! I can't believe it! Thank you. We could never have...
So what you said was true.
I assure you, this isn't what it looks like.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed, Lily. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
I'm disappointed in you. You could have told me what you knew of this plan, and you didn't.
You don't care for the mages. You just bow to the Chantry's every whim.
Johan's right. You don't care for the apprentices.
Enough! As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death. And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aenar.
The Mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
By the Maker. Blood magic. How could you? You said you never...
I admit, I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Blood magic is evil, Jowan. It corrupts people. Changes them.
I'm going to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please come with me.
I trusted you. I was ready to sacrifice everything for you. I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Are you all right? Where's Gregor?
I knew it. Blood magic. But to overcome so many, I never thought him capable of such power.
Let's go with this one. I can't believe he just did that! It was awesome!
None of us expected this. Are you all right, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down.
Yes, Johan destroyed his phylactery.
Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
You forced Johan's hand.
Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you. You know why the repository exists. Some artifacts, some magics are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository?
No? What stuff? What are they talking about?
Very well. I believe you.
But your antics have made a mockery of this circle. What are we to do with you?
Do what you like. I stand by my decision to help you and...
You helped a blood mage escape. All our prevention measures for naught. Because of you.
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of this mage, and I would like him to join the Warden ranks.
Duncan, this mage has assisted a Malefica, and show no lack of regard for the Circle's rules.
He is a danger. To all of us.
It is a rare person who risks all for a friend in need. I stand by my decision. I will recruit this mage.
No! I refuse to let this go unpunished!
If the Grey Wardens will have me, I'll gladly go.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for his actions.
A blood mage escapes and his accomplice is not only unpunished, but is rewarded by becoming a Grey Ward. Are our rules nothing? Have we lost all authority over our mages? This does not bode well, Irving.
Enough. We have no more say in this matter.
I cannot tell you how much my guy wants to go. Yeah, he just wants to leave this place. So yeah, he won't face the consequences. The consequences are death or prison for life. Am I to leave the Circle forever?
The Circle never forgets its apprentices. But the Grey Wardens shall be your family now.
Perhaps the Grey Wardens will appreciate my talent more.
You will have ample opportunity to hone your skills, I assure you. Come. Your new life awaits.
Fuck you, Gregor! Kiss my fucking ass.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Can we skip introductions? It's been a long trip.
I remind you that you speak to the King of Ferelden.
Don't worry, Duncan. You must both be eager to reach your tents. Have you any news before I go?
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true Blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell. Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
What would you have him do?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
A hot meal might be nice fast.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
2 secret rituals in 1 session, nice. What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Holy shit.
Very well.
Time to explore.
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now.
Why is the tower off limits exactly?
By orders of Teyrn Loghain. The tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle. I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out.
Lower chambers?
I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but who knows?
What is the Tower of Ishal?
I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest.
It's a pretty large ruin.
Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing.
Okay.
Make us speed your steps. Today, 2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Teyrn worries that may not be enough. Today, 2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Teyrn worries that may not...
Go carry wiles. Converts all damage to nature damage? What the fuck is this? That's a mod, for example. In the original game there was no bashing things. But since it was in what? In Knights of the Old Republic, I thought, why not? Besides, it's unrealistic. There is a chance, I think there is a chance to break what's inside. If I'm not mistaken.
As you say.
That's a big tower.
Of course.
Of course. Of course. Worse.
Make her watch over you, my lord.
Found a gift. You can give it to one of your party members by opening the inventory screen, switching to the party member, then right-clicking on the item, selecting the gift. Yeah, I know what that does. So I don't think my guy will be delivering many gifts. Isn't that the same statue we just saw in the phylactery chamber?
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the Mages.
Where is Duncan's stand?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Tell me about Ostaka.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Okay. Is there anywhere to get supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Where is the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
So, the Circle of Mage is here.
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Can I ask you something else?
Go on then.
Goodbye.
Good luck to you then.
That guy has a big package, doesn't he? Ostagar, representing the furthest point of encroachment by the ancient Inter-Imperium into the barbarian lands of the southeast, the fortress of Ostagar was once one of the most important defensive holdings south of the Waking Sea. It stood at the edge of the Kokari Wilds, waiting, searching for any signs of invasion by the barbarians known today as the Chasing Wielders. Straddling a narrow pass in the hills, the fortress needed to be bypassed to reach the fertile lowlands to the north and proved to be exceedingly difficult for the Wilders to attack because of its naturally defensible position. Like most imperial holdings in the south, Ostagar was abandoned after the winter's collapse during the First Blight. It was successfully sacked by the Chasing Wielders, and then, as the Chasing threat dwindled following the creation of the modern Ferelden nation, fell to ruin completely. It has remained unmanned for 4 centuries, though most of the walls still stand, as does the Tower of Ishal, named after the great Archon that ordered its construction. Ostagar remains a testament to the magical power of the Imperium that created it. From Ferelden folklore and history by Sister Pretrin. Okay, I think I have more codex, so let's go. The Kokari Wilds. It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farm holder indoors and a hound on every doorstep, a powerful Jarl of the Alamari peoples stood and declared that he would put an end to that threat. His Erling stood on the border of the Dark Forest on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, the Jarl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest. In his hunt for werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the Chasing Wielder folk. Any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with the screams and the rivers ran red. The tale said that an old chasing woman found her son so dead at the Jarl's blades. She pulled one of those very blades from one son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Jarl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise, spread and spread until it everywhere in the forest. The Jarl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they wander still. The ruins of his Arling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. The forest legend is, of course, the Kokari Wilds. There are as many legends about the Great Silent Forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The Chasing Wilder folk have made their home there since mankind's first came to these lands, and the wildlands spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mists are vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the chasing eke out an existence even there, and they tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. To most Ferelden, simply ends with the Kokari Wilds. There is nothing beyond. The wilds is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need be said? From the land of wilders by Mother Isles of Chantry Scholar. Darkspawn. Okay, those who sought, those who had sought to claim haven by violence destroyed it. What was golden and pure turned black. Those who had once been mage lords, the brightest of their age, were no longer men, but monsters. Sin was the midwife that ushered the Darkspawn into this world. The Magisters fell from the